Good morning, friends. Today we will be discussing about Microsoft Paint. Okay, so if you look carefully, there are certain features of Microsoft Paints. We call it tools. So today I will be discussing with you some of the tools of Microsoft Paint. See, let me first discuss about the pencil tool. This is the pencil tool. If I click on this one, then what happens? You see in this workspace, if I click here and then write something, see, I can easily write using this pencil tool. Or if I want to draw something, suppose I want to draw a car, so using this pencil tool I can draw a car. It is just like a simple pencil that we use. Okay, this is the pencil tool. See, by using this we can draw, we can write whatever things we want. Then there is another tool, that is the line tool. This is the line tool. If I want to change the size of the line, you click here and then there are different lines. Suppose I choose this one. See, the line tool is used to make lines, straight lines, horizontal, vertical lines. If I want to make lines, I use the line tool. Then we have the curve tool. Wait, I'll show you how to use the curve tool. See, to use this is my curve tool. Okay, I click here. Now see what happens. I click here, I make a line, and then if I start pulling it towards any direction, and a curved line will be formed towards the direction I pull it. Okay, so suppose I'll show you another one. I click here, I make a line. After that I start pulling it. Wait, I make a line and then I start pulling it. The curved line will be drawn. Then we have the rectangle tool. This is the rectangle tool. You click on the rectangle tool and then click on the rectangle tool and then you can make a simple rectangle or a square. Then we have the polygonal tool. This is my polygon tool. I click here, whatever shape you want, you just click and you can make using the polygon tool. Just keep on clicking, it will start making the image or the figure. Then we have the ellipse tool. Let me delete all this so that I can show you. Ellipse tool is this one. This is the oval tool, sorry. This is also known as the ellipse tool. Click here, there. Oval tool or the ellipse tool. Then we have fill with color tool. So if you see here, this is the fill with color tool. You click here and then choose whatever color you want. Suppose I have chosen this one, and then you just click here. The particular object will be colored with that color. See, I'll show you again. I'll make a star. Select this one. I created a star here. Now I want to make the color, give a color to this star. Like I want to give it blue color. So I click here and then I go here. Already blue is selected, and then you click here. The color of the star will be blue. So this is the use of the fill with color tool. Yeah, now I'll show you. There is another tool called as the airbrush tool. To suppose I want to open the airbrush tool, I click on this one, brushes, and then this is my airbrush tool. I click on this one and see how it works. I choose a color and then see. This is how a airbrush tool colors anything. Then we have the brush tool. This is the brush tool. This is the brush tool. From here you can choose the normal brush tool. This is the normal brush tool, and using the brush tool we can color. Sorry, again the airbrush is selected. Sorry, this is the brush tool. We can color. I use another pink color, and then this is how a brush tool works. Simple like the pencil tool only, but it is used basically to color something. Okay, then we have the eraser tool. See, the eraser tool is somewhere here. Yeah, this is the eraser tool. Then it is used to rub something. This is the eraser tool, and it is used basically to rub something. Suppose I want to rub this one, we use the eraser tool to rub it. Okay, so these are the different. And okay, last but not the least, we have the text tool. This is my text tool. Wherever I click the text tool, I can type something. Whatever things I want, I can type it. Suppose I choose the text color black, and then I want to type something. See, I can type it. Again, I'll show you how does it work. Click on home. This is my text tool. Wait, just give me 1 minute. New. Yeah, this is a blank page. I click on this one. This is the text tool. I click here, and here I am allowed to type whatever I want. Suppose class 4C, so it will be here. And again, you can change the size of the class and all, everything from here. First I have to select this one. I select this one, I click here, I increase the size, I increase this one size too, and this will be there. So these are the different tools that is used. Okay, so these are the different tools. Then I will show you something else. Okay. This is an image, a normal image. Now if I want to flip or rotate the image, then what are the steps that I do? Flip or rotate an image. Just I select the image. This is my image, it is already selected, or I use the selection tool and I select the image. After that I click on this one, rotate. Okay, so if I want to flip horizontally, see, it is flipped horizontally. If I want to flip vertically or vertically, I click on this one, it will be flipped vertically. If I want to rotate it 90 degree, it will look something like this. If I want to rotate it 180 degree, it will look something like this. Again, if I want to rotate 90 degree, it will look something like this. This is how rotate and flip works. This is the option here. Now if I want to skew a picture, okay, I'll show you how we do it. I select a part of the picture. Here I will select this part of the picture. Okay, after selecting this part of the picture, then we select the skew option. We go to this resize. Here you will see the options are here. Okay, so suppose I want to make it, I'll change the values from here. Okay, suppose I'm going to make it 200 and click on OK. You see it became so big. Now I want to resize it again and I want to make it smaller, very small. I want to make it 50. I click on OK. So this is how we skew or change the shape of the image. There is another one also. So here you can horizontally change something, like if I make 30, click on OK. The thing is rotated in an angle of 30 degree. So this is how we do it. Now suppose I will have to use another picture to show you. So this is a picture of a small house. Okay, now I want to zoom the house. Okay, I want to zoom. So how do I zoom it? I click here and then I select the part I want to zoom. Suppose I want to zoom the part of this part, this roof part. I click. See, I can zoom. I'm zooming it. Okay, so this is how we zoom it. You click here, and you keep on clicking, it will zoom. Then if I want to get back to the normal size, I go to view and I can go for zoom in or zoom out. I want to zoom out and it will come back to the original size. Zoom in, I zoom like this. Again I'll show you. If I want to zoom at this part, I click here, I select the zoom button and I then just select the zoom button and then just click whatever I want to zoom. If I suppose this window, zooming in the window, zooming in the window. Now I want to go back, so I click on the view and I click on zoom out. I go back to the original size of the house. There. This is the original size of the house. Okay. See, if I want to show you the grid lines, wait, just one second. If I want to show you the grid lines, I click here. Okay, I go to view and I click on the grid lines. There you will see small box kind of background. That is the grid lines or the grid. Okay, now I'll show you how to invert the colors of any image. Invert the colors of any image. It's very simple. The first thing that we have to do is we have to first select the image. Okay, so for that I click on this select button and then I select the image. This is the image is selected now. Now what I will do is, see, I'll show you the easiest way. You right click on the image, a menu appears, then go to the last option, invert color option, and you see the color of the house has been inverted or changed. This is called invert color option. Now again, if I want to go back to the original color, I right click and then click on the invert color once again. It will come back to the original color. Okay, is it clear? First what we do is we just select. The important thing is we have to select the image, then we right click on the image and there you will see a insert color option. You click on this insert color and then automatically invert color, and the color will change. Okay, the last topic that we will discuss is how, if I want to delete the image that I have created, what do? I just right click on the image. See, I right click on the image, then there is an option called as delete option is there. You just click on the delete button. Just click on the delete button and the image will be deleted. Thank you.